Infinity Breyers here, and in today's YouTube video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a halter for your ponies. Now, I know I've already done a halter tutorial, but that was a hot minute ago, and honestly, it was not very good. Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't even tell y'all where to get materials from. And plus, I have gotten better at making halters. So I wanted to share my process of halter making so that y'all can have some fancy little halters made by yourself for your ponies. Oh my goodness, y'all. Halters are one of my favorite things to make. I've been making tacks since like 2013. It's always been like my mission to make every horse in my herd a halter. Every time a new pony comes in, I make a halter on them. Halters are just fun, okay? Like, they're so much fun. So today I'm gonna be showing you how to make a halter. So without any further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so for your materials, you're obviously gonna need a helper bean. My helper bean for today is Athens. He's I think it's called like a Fox OF custom. So he's so cool. Love this man. Look at his cute little face. Boop. You'll also need some scissors, a lighter. The lighter's optional, but it's helpful, and a hot glue gun. For the hardware, I get all of my hardware from Rio Rondo online. They've got all the model horse hardware you'll ever need. I'm going to be using 3 slotted halter rings for this halter, and I'm gonna go with silver. So you're gonna need halter rings, a lead rope clip, a buckle, and 4 jump rings. Also, quick side note about the jump rings, I get all of my jump rings from Hobby Lobby just because you get more and it's a lot cheaper. While we're here, we're gonna go ahead and take 2 of the jump rings and kind of just stick them together. So like so one is going around the other. We're gonna need that for the bottom of the halter. But now we've got all of our hardware. For our ribbon, I get all of my ribbon from the Hairbow Center online. You can get ribbon from like Michael's or Joann's, but I just love the quality of the Hairbow Center's ribbons. So highly recommend ordering from them. You're gonna need the 1/8 inch ribbon for halters. I use gross grain ribbon for all of my halters, but you can use satin. I'm not a very big fan of satin, so I never use it, but you can do whatever you want to do. I think I'm gonna be using purple and light purple. I think it's just gonna look so cute on Athens. Like, look at that, that's gonna be perfect. For the lead rope, I use cotton thread. Now, I get all of my cotton thread off of Amazon because you can buy it in bulk packs for super cheap. You want to make sure that it's cotton thread that looks something like this, just because there's a bunch of different types. This is my favorite. This one's soft, it's pretty, it comes in a lot of bright colors, and I'm gonna be grabbing purple and also light purple. And then lastly, this one's a little weird, but you're going to need a tape roll. It doesn't really matter what tape roll you use. I've got a duct tape roll here. You're gonna need something to weigh the tape roll down. So I've got my Scotch tape little hedgehog on top of it. And then you're also going to need a thumbtack. So you'll see why once we get to the lead rope, but you need that. And then once you have all of your materials, now we are ready to start making our halter set. I'm so excited to share this with y'all. All right, to start us out, we're gonna grab the 2 halter rings. We're gonna drag them over here. And right now, we're going to be making the noseband for the halter. We're going to be putting our ribbon through one of the top pieces of a halter ring, kind of like so, and then you pull it out until you have a tab. If it frays at the end, you can cut that off, but you just add a little bit of hot glue in there. Don't add too much. You don't want this like gushing at the sides. And let me be honest, it has taken me years to finally figure out how to like not put too much on, and I still do sometimes. It is hard. I will admit that, but once you get it, you get it. Like, girlies who know. Once you've got the hot glue on there, go ahead and fold your ribbon together and then just kind of press it down. You've got your very first halter ring attached to your ribbon. Now, once you've got that, we're gonna go ahead and slide the other halter ring on kind of the same way. Make sure that the back pieces are facing the same way so you're not having to redo pieces, but you just slide that on and you go ahead and slide it pretty close to the other halter ring, just because we're gonna have to go to our pony to measure our noseband. Once you're at your pony, I normally go for the cheekbones, like the little point in the Breyer's face, to measure my nosebands. So I'm gonna line the top of the jump ring up at the cheekbone, and then I'm gonna pull the other one up the ribbon and across the nose so that you can get this one lined up to the other cheekbone. So you kind of want them to be even. Normally the cheekbones on a Breyer are pretty even. Some of the molds are a little wonky, so you just kind of have to eyeball it and adjust it as you work. But this looks pretty good. So once you've got that, go ahead and pull your noseband off, cut off the excess on that tab, and then go ahead and add glue and glue that tab down. Once you've got that tab glued down, this is what your noseband's gonna look like. Now, before we move any further, I make all of my halters inside out. So we're just gonna establish that now. So you want all of the tabs on the outside of the halter until we fold it inside out. Now we're going to be working on the cheek straps. So I'm doing those in a lighter purple. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the side piece of the halter ring with our light purple ribbon. And you just pull that through until you've got a tab, and then again, cut off the frayed end if there's a frayed end. But if there's not, go ahead and just glue that down with a little bit of hot glue. And then once you got glue on there, go ahead and press that down and make sure that all fits together. After we've attached that piece, we're gonna go ahead and grab just a regular jump ring. And then we're gonna go all the way to the end of the ribbon, and we're gonna slide the jump ring on, and we're gonna slide it all the way down kind of to the tab that we just made, because once we've got that on the cheek strap, we gotta go back to our bean. So here we go. Back at our pony, we're gonna be putting the noseband back at that cheekbone. We're gonna just gently hold it there. We're going to slowly pull the jump ring back until we get our cheek strap to the length that we want it. You don't want this to be too long. You don't want it to be too short. It looks silly if it's either of those. It definitely takes a little bit to figure out what length that you need. But once you've got the length that you're happy with, go ahead and pull that off, cut off the excess, and glue that down. Now we've got our very first cheek strap. So now we gotta make the other cheek strap. It's gonna be the same exact thing where you pull the ribbon through the halter ring, glue that tab down, and then put the jump ring on. And I'm gonna give y'all a little secret here, because bestie, we love to have a symmetrical halter. So what I do is I just fold the halter in half, and I measure the cheek piece I'm working on right now against the cheek piece that I just did, so they're the same length. Okay, now that we have both of our cheek straps and our noseband, now we're moving on to the chin strap. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our dark purple and we're going to put it through the bottom slot on the right side of the halter. I normally do the right side. I don't know why. I just always have, and I found it easier to do it that way. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm gonna pull that through and go ahead and glue that tab down. Once you've got that tab glued, we are going all the way to the end of the ribbon to slide on our dual looking silly jump ring thing. I have no idea what you would call this, but that's its new name. So once you got your little silly jump ring on the halter, I like to shimmy it down all the way to the halter ring just so it doesn't slide off, because these love to slide off. So with your halter staying inside out, we are going to be putting the end of the ribbon through the bottom hole on the left halter ring. So once you've got that, go ahead and pull that to where you've got just like a looser loop, because now we're going back to our bean. With our pony, we're going to be putting the halter rings at that cheekbone, and we're going to be very gently pulling the ribbon to where we've got the chin strap nice and snug against the pony's face. I personally like to have my halters a little snug. I know some people like to have them dangling down. It's just a preference, so whatever you think looks best, do that. Once you've got that measured to how you want, go ahead and cut off the excess and glue that tab down. So this is what we have so far. We've got a nice little noseband, chin strap thing. We got our cheek pieces. Now we gotta do the throat strap. So on the right side of the halter, I don't know why, I always do the right side first. We're going to go ahead and put our ribbon through the back jump ring, and we're gonna glue that tab down. Once you've got that glued down, we're going to go ahead and take the end of our ribbon, and we're going to be putting it through the left jump ring, and we're going to be pulling it so it's a little bit closer to the right jump ring. From here, once you've got this, we're going back to our pony, because we gotta measure this. So we're gonna go ahead and slide our halter back on our pony, and we're going to pull the cheek pieces while holding the throat strap ribbon. And while I do this, I normally look from side to side, make sure that the halter looks even, make sure the cheek straps aren't going up too high, make sure that they're not too low. You want it to be nice in the middle. A lot of the times, if it just follows the cheekbone, or at least just goes straight, it'll look amazing. But this is something that you have to like judge and look between the sides. I don't really know how to explain that. Once you got that looking good, we're going to pull that off, cut off the excess, and glue that tab down. So now we have our chin strap and our throat strap. Now we gotta do the funny little sliding tab that connects the throat strap to the chin strap. So here we go. With our light purple ribbon, I'm going to form a loop around the throat strap. With the loop, it's going to be able to slide up and down the throat strap. And to do this, you're only gonna add a little bit of glue glue to the tiny little tab at the end of this loop. And then once you've got that glued down, now we're going to take the other end of our ribbon and put it through the dangly jump ring on our funny little jump ring contraption. And we're gonna pull that so that it's a little bit tighter. Now we're going back to our pony so that we can correctly measure our little strap movie thing. What are these pieces called? All right, once you're back to your pony, we're gonna go ahead and slide the halter on, and holding the halter in place, we're going to very gently pull the ribbon back until there's a little bit of tension on the funny little jump ring contraption so that the halter is all one piece right there. This will give your halter more shape, and it also just, it makes it look better when this is the right size. Go ahead and pull that off, cut off the excess, and glue that down. So now we've got our whole little halter. Now we can go ahead and turn our halter inside out because now we just need to do the buckle and the crown strap. So to do our buckle, we're gonna pick up our buckle and we're gonna put the ribbon through one end of the buckle, snake it around, put it through the other end, and then we're going to cut off the excess of this tab because you don't want a very long tab on this. You also don't want a very short tab on it. So you kind of just want to find that like middle space. I don't have an exact measurement for this, so just kind of eyeball it. But once you've got the length of tab that you are happy with, glue it down. So now our buckle is ready to be attached to our halter. So if you know anything about horse tack, everything is on the left side of the horse. For a halter that's not a breakaway halter, the buckle will be on the left side of the horse. A breakaway halter is 2 buckles. This is just a normal everyday nylon halter. So it's only got 1 buckle, so that buckle is gonna be on the left side. It's one of my pet peeves when it's on the right side of people's halters. I'm like, no, that's wrong. But to make this correct, we're gonna put the buckle on the left side. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the buckle through the left jump ring, pull the ribbon until it's the tab of the buckle that's touching the jump ring, and then we're gonna go ahead and fold the ribbon, cut off the excess, and glue that down. So now we've got our buckle attached to the left side of the halter where it should be. Now we've got to attach our crown strap to the right side of the halter. So to do this, I normally grab a longer piece of ribbon just because you are gonna have to be able to measure this. Some ponies have some crazy manes, some ponies do not. So I always start with a longer piece of ribbon just so I don't have to do it again. You're gonna go ahead and pull that through the right jump ring and then glue that down. And now we're going back to our pony because we gotta measure this. So we're gonna slide that halter onto his face. We're gonna pull that crown strap through the buckle and we're gonna pull it until it's nice and snug. If you want a looser halter, you don't have to pull it nice and snug. I always pull my halters nice and snug. And then from here, we're going to go a little bit down the excess of the crown strap and we're gonna just go ahead and cut off where we think is a nice length. You can do this shorter, you can do it longer. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna take that back off our pony because now we need to seal the ribbon. Because if you don't seal the ribbon, it will fray and fray and fray until your halter is ruined, and we do not want that. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna take our scissors and cut the end of the crown strap into a nice little point. And then from here, we're gonna take our lighter and we're gonna burn the ends of the ribbon to seal it. Now, this will keep it from ever fraying. This is a very safe thing to do, don't worry. I have yet to burn myself, so I have full faith in y'all. If you haven't done this before, go ahead and ask for your parents' help. It's really easy, and it'll make sure that your halters last forever. So once you've got that sealed, now you can put that back on your bean, and look at how handsome Athens looks. Oh my goodness. Purple is so his color. Look at him. All right, now that we've finished the halter, we gotta do our lead rope. And y'all, this is about to be a wild ride because I've literally never explained how to make a lead rope. So please bear with me because this could be interesting. So go ahead and grab your thread because we need that. The very first step in making your lead rope is we're gonna need to cut our thread. Now, I do not have an exact science behind this. I'm gonna say probably like 2.5 to 3 feet for each strand. I don't necessarily know. I go from this end of my desk over to this end, and that's been like the measurements that I've used since the dawn of time. So it's worked out and I have no idea how long it is. If you're using the same type of thread as me, you're going to need 22 to 23 strands of each color. Go ahead and just take some time to cut out 22 to 23 strands of each color. This does take a hot minute, so good luck. Once you have your 22 to 23 strands of each color, now we gotta fit these chunky little things through this tiny little hole, and it doesn't look like it's physically possible, but it is. So just trust the process here, okay? You're gonna do it. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be hard, but you're gonna get it, okay? Don't worry. So how I do this is I take the thread, I cut off the end so that it is a nice straight end. I'm going to twist the end together. Now it does help if you can like wet the end down, or if you just have like a little bit of glue to put on it or something, but you can also do what I'm doing here, and I'm just twisting it. If you do have a few strands that are trying to like run away and not get in there, if you just keep like gently pulling it through, they will go through at one point. So once you've got the one, what I normally do is I tie a knot at the end of that string just so that I know it's not gonna get in the way and it's gonna be stuck together throughout this whole process. And now we gotta do that to the other color. So go ahead and cut off the excess, twist that together, and this one honestly is normally the harder one, but you'll get it through. I know you will. Once you get that through the hole in the lead rope clip, go ahead and pull that through, tie the ends together, and then push the lead rope clip to the middle. So once you've got that, you've got your little lead rope fetus, and it kind of looks like this. It's just ugly right now, but we made it through. Now we are taking our weird little contraption with our thumbtack. We're gonna put the thumbtack through the clip piece of the lead rope, and we're gonna stick that into our tape so that that's not gonna go anywhere. And then we're gonna put our weight on top of it. So I'm gonna put my little Scotch hedgehog on top of it. And now we are ready to start making our lead rope. So to make a cotton lead rope for your ponies, you're gonna take your strands, okay? Your two color strands, and you're gonna twist them to the right. That's the way that the colors are going. And while you're twisting those to the right or clockwise, you're twisting them together left or counterclockwise. So you're doing a lot of twisting. You're going right, but you're going left at the same time. Twist it to the right while twisting it to the left. Both of them go right while they're also going left. And you also want to make sure that you're keeping tension on your lead rope, because if you don't have tension, it's going to unravel and it's not going to look as pretty. So keep tension as you're going right and left, and just twist. Just keep twisting. And you twist all the way down. You just keep twisting it and twisting it until you've got a lead rope that is the length that you want it. Normally, I try to go for at least from nose to tail. That's normally how long I want the lead rope to be. Honestly, I just go toward the end of the string that I've cut, and then with like probably like an inch or two left at the bottom, and then I go ahead and make a loop, put the tail of the lead rope through the loop, and I pull it tight. And then once you think it's pulled tight enough, pull it tight again just to be sure. And then you're gonna go ahead and cut off the excess, the little tail. You don't want that. Go ahead and cut that off. So you've got probably like a ½ inch of fray at the bottom. And then once you've got your little poofy little fray at the bottom, go ahead and just make sure it's all even so you don't have just like some random string sticking up. And then put that on your halter, and there you go. That is how I make my halter and lead rope sets, y'all. Oh my goodness, these are so cute. I literally love making halters, but y'all, look at this. Now you can make fancy little halters for your ponies, and they can all have their own style, and I cannot wait to see what y'all create. All right, y'all, so it's actually gonna be the end of today's YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed, and if you did, please slap that like button as hard as you possibly can to show this YouTube video and the fact that you now can make some really fancy halters for your ponies a little bit of love. Also, if you're feeling exotic, please don't forget to check out my Instagram account, which is at @infinity_Breyers. I've been posting a lot of Instagram reels lately just because videos are so much fun. They are different than the YouTube shorts that I have been posting, so if you want some different content, head over to my Instagram account. I also have a TikTok, which is @infinity_Breyers as well, and obviously you can check out all of my YouTube shorts. Since you're already on my YouTube channel, might as well go check them out. I do have some halter tutorials as YouTube shorts right now. I've got like a paracord one and Arabian halter one, but I do want to start a tack making series on YouTube with full length videos, and yes, this time blankets will be included. I know that I've done tack making videos before, but I feel like I personally have gotten a lot better at tack making. I know a little bit more now, so maybe I'll be a little bit better at explaining. If anything during this video was confusing, comment in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to help you out. I am working on trying to explain things, okay? It's It's a little rough, but I'm trying my best. So keep your eye out for some more tack making content because I would love to be able to teach all of y'all how to make some really cool items. Like I've got bridles, saddle pads, blanket sets, other types of halters, maybe some costumes. But if you have any other ideas, put them in the comment section down below and I will try my best to turn that into a tutorial for y'all because it is so much fun to be able to craft for your ponies. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this tutorial and let me know what else you would like to see in the future. And other than that, y'all, I should probably start working on my Halloween tack shop restock, which will be on my website, which is infinitybreyers.com. And that's happening on October 7th, I'm pretty sure. So that's coming up. I should probably work on that. So other than that, y'all, I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Bye!